At the jail, what is your full name, please?
Can you hear me?
What is your name, please?
Daniel Rivera.
Daniel Rivera. What's your
Not, no,
What's your first name, please?
Daniel,
Rivera.
yes.
Okay, hold on a second.
Love my wife so much, man.
I need files.
Huh?
All right, Mr. Rivera, you are charged with an aggravated domestic violence charge times two. One case is from October 25th of 2005. The other case is from November 14th, 2025. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. You do have an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this morning's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding the bond recommendation by the state, and then I'll hear from your attorney. The deputy county attorney, who's appearing?
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Matthew Kaler for the County Attorney's Office. My apologies. I did not realize Mr. Rivera was going to be called first, and I don't have a pretrial services report for Mr. Rivera. At this time, Your Honor, without further information about Mr. Rivera and his case, I would be recommending a $5,000 bond in each case.
Retail services, what's the recommendation or what's the level assessment? Is there pretrial services in the courtroom? At the jail, is there pretrial services there? Defense counsel, is pretrial services?
Not, they're not in the courtroom.
Okay,
I don't.
that's all I need to ask. Okay, I can't see but you and the defendant, so I don't know. Usually they're there. All right, defense counsel, your recommendation.
Have one moment. I just like to see if I can find any information on Mr. Rivera.
Sure.
Judge, as Mr. Kaler pointed out, since there is no pretrial services report, I would just ask for Mr. Rivera's release, given that this appears to be a nonviolent offense. I'm not entirely sure exactly about his background, but that would be my recommendation.
All right. Looks like according to the interim reports, there are allegations of at least 3 prior misdemeanor convictions. This case involves, a spouse, and allegedly there's injury in this case. These cases, I'm going to set a $5,000 each of the cases. No contact with the wife. Do not call her. Do not text her. Do not social media her. Stay away from her. If you were to get out of custody, you cannot go to where she lives or works. Commit no further acts of domestic violence. Possess no firearms or weapons. Public Defender's Office is appointed in both cases. Preliminary hearing in both cases is set for November 25th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. All right. Thank you.
And Your Honor, this is the jail here. I'd like to advise the court that Camacho David refused this morning, refused to come to court this morning.
What's the last name?
Camacho?
David Camacho. Okay. Let me see his file. All right, I'll continue to tonight.
And Your Honor, this is the court interpreter. I'm standing by for 2 Spanish speakers, maybe 12 or 13 on this morning's list. I'll stand by.
Thank you. What is your full name, please? If you could unmute, please. What is your full name, please?
Judge, I believe this is the current court the Spanish-speaking client.
All right. Interpreter?
Señor, dígame su nombre, por favor.
Juan Bautista Ginarte.
Juan Bautista Ginarte.
Looks like you had a felony warrant for your arrest for 1 charge of unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, quash the warrant.
Parece ser que tenía usted una orden de detención por acusaciones de tenencia de droga peligrosa y tenencia de parafernales de droga. Voy a registrar la declaración de no culpable entre los cargos por lo pronto y cancelar la orden de arresto.
Mr. Hernando, I'm going to hear from the prosecutor regarding his bond recommendation, then I'll hear from your attorney.
Señor Ginarte, el abogado de la Fiscalía me dará su recomendación de las condiciones de libertad y luego el abogado que está presente también me dará la suya. Espere.
First, I need to let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent and to be represented by an attorney.
Primeramente le digo que usted tiene el derecho constitucional de tener, de tener de declararse no culpable y de presencia de un abogado. Pardon me, Your Honor.
And
Go ahead.
Your Honor, given Mr. Hernandez's prior failure to appear, we're requesting the $500 listed in the warrant.
Defense counsel, any objection?
Judge, I would just ask for Mr. Ginarte's release, given that it appears this case originally was dismissed and then refiled, and Mr. Ginarte states that he was unaware of his court date and warrant. And so for that reason, I would just ask for release.
Mr. Hernando,
El fiscal dice que en vista de la falta de comparecencia pide una fianza de $500. La abogada defensora dice que el señor Ginarte comentó que pensaba que había sido desestimada la causa anteriormente, no estaba enterado de la orden de detención y en vista de que fue una reanudación del caso, pedimos que le deje salir bajo palabra.
Mr. Hernando, your bond set at $500. Your next court date is going to be November 21st at 1:30 p.m. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent.
Señor Ginarte, le impongo fianza de $500. La próxima comparecencia en su caso se programa para el día 21 de noviembre a la 1:30 por la tarde y designo al defensor público para que se encargue de su defensa.
Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you.
Ya se comunica con usted su abogado después. Gracias.
Carlos, first, Gracias.
What is your full name, please?
¿Cuál es su nombre completo, por favor?
Carlos Alberto López Caguas.
Carlos Alberto López Caguas.
Looks like you had a couple of two cases in warrant status at a justice court.
Parece ser que usted tiene dos casos de falta de comparecencia en estado de orden de detención del juzgado de paz del condado.
And one case involved charges from October 5th, 2025 for domestic violence assault and 2 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct.
Parece ser que tiene una acusación que originó el día 5 de octubre de 2025 por violencia doméstica, agresión y violencia doméstica, alteración del orden público.
And then you had a separate case, the same exact charges in the same date from out of justice court.
Parece ser que también tiene usted dos cargos adicionales idénticos por los mismos, el mismo juzgado del juzgado de paz.
And then you had new charges of domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct,
Y luego se registraron casos nuevos de agresión y alteración del orden público de violencia doméstica.
I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty.
Voy a registrar declaraciones de no culpable entre los cargos.
And I'm going to set a bond on your newest charge of $1,000.
Y por el caso más reciente le impondré fianza de $1,000.
And for the 2 warrant cases, your bonds are set at $500 each.
Y por los dos casos de estado de prófugo por falta de comparecencia son fianzas de $500 por cada uno.
And all 3 cases, I'm going to appoint Janet Altschuler as your appointed counsel.
Para los 3 cargos voy a designar al abogado de oficio Janet Altschuler para que lo defienda. Janet Altschuler.
And you'll see a judge in 2 days.
Ya verá el juez usted en 2 días más.
Thank you, your excuse.
Gracias, puede retirarse.
Thank you.
Your Honor, it appears that those were the 2 interpreter matters.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, if I could be heard briefly.
Yeah, sure.
Your Honor, I do now have the pretrial services report for Mr. Rivera. Given that information, I think I would be requesting to go back on the record to request an O-bond hearing.
Okay. Jail, if we could call back Mr. Rivera, that'll be great.
Your Honor, the barrier. You said you wanted to call back Rivera, Emmanuel.
Yeah.
We can do that, but he is in housing, so we'd have to move him to the end of the house.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I have a whole calendar, so we can do other cases.
Okay, I will call him back.
Yep.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. While he's coming down, I'm gonna bring in Maylee Tyler, Your Honor.
What is your full name, please?
Tyler Bailey.
All right, Mr. Maley, it looks like you have a warrant that the jail found for a driving on suspended license case that's been pending since December 23rd, 2024 in Justice Court. I am going to quash warrant. I'll release you on this case. Set your next court date for November 25th at 8:30 a.m. in Justice Court. I'll let Justice Court know that you're currently in custody on a probation hold. Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you.
What is your full name, please?
Is it Rafael Felix?
All right, Mr. Felix, it looks like you have a new charge, felony charge of aggravated assault. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. I need to let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this morning's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Kaler? Deputy County Attorney?
Your Honor, my apologies, my computer is being a bit slow. Your Honor, could I confirm who this defendant is?
Israel Felix.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, at this time, because of Mr. Felix's criminal history and his prior failures to appear, we're requesting a forgiveness argument.
Defense counsel?
Yes, Judge, given that Mr. Felix is already in custody on other charges, I would just ask for a nominal penalty for time purposes.
Bond set at $5,000. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent him. November 25th, 1:30 is the preliminary hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon, Mr. Felix. Thank you. Hello, what is your name this morning, please?
Yeah, she is.
I'm sorry, what is your, oh, this is Rivera?
Yes.
All right, hold on, 24. All right, let's go back on a record and on Emmanuel Rivera. Mr. Kayla is present from the County Attorney's Office, Defense Counsel is present, and prosecutor wanted to be heard again on this case. And Ms.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I've received new information in the pretrial services report. Mr. Rivera is pending sentencing in 4 different felony matters. For that reason, Your Honor, I'm requesting a no bond hearing due to his on release status.
So these new offenses were committed while he was on release?
Yes, Your Honor.
He failed to appear for sentencing. Oh, okay, I get it now. Okay. All right. Defense counsel.
Judge, since the state is intending to proceed with no fund, I'll just ask for no fund to be set.
Yeah, the court's going to amend its prior ruling and change the ruling and hold Mr. Rivera on hold without bond and set a no bond hearing for November 20th at 2:30 p.m. Preliminary hearing is still November 25th at 1:30 p.m. Still no contact with the victim involved in this case. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon, Mr. Rivera. Thank you. Thank you, Jail.
All right, Your Honor, this is the jail here. Thurston Lerone also refused this morning.
Last name is what now?
Thurston, Thurston.
LaRon Thurston. Okay, number 28. All right, State versus LaRon Thurston. Mr. Kayla is present. Defense counsel is present. We had two separate felony cases. Defense counsel, are you okay with the continuance, or what do you want to waive his presence?
Judge, we can waive his presence.
Oh, you're willing to proceed forward?
One moment, Judge. Sorry, we can, let's just continue it. I'm sorry. We can continue.
All right, we'll continue both cases for Mr. Thurston. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Antonieta Valdez Rivestos.
Looks like you had a warrant for your arrest out of Bisbee Justice Court. It was for a fictitious plate case that's been pending since October 21st of 2021. I am going to quash the warrant and I will release you on this case. Your next court date in Bisbee is going to be December 2nd at 9 a.m. Make sure you make your court appearance. If not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
What is your full name, please?
Tucson Luz Lamy.
All right, Mr. Lamine, it looks like you had a warrant for your arrest out of Justice Court for a shoplifting drug paraphernalia case from June 11, 2025. And then you picked up a new charge of drug paraphernalia possession. For both cases, I'm going to release you. I'll quash that warrant. For both cases, your next hearing date in Justice Court is going to be November 25th at 9:30 a.m. Make sure you appear. If you don't, warrants will issue for your arrest again. You also had cases in city court. Let's see. New charge of drug paraphernalia, and then you had two cases in warrant case status, both criminal trust and drug paraphernalia charges. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, quash the warrant. Mr. Lamine, you got to make sure you appear in city court. Do not pick up any new charges. I'm going to give you a chance to be released. December 15th at 9:30 a.m. is your next court date. And make sure you appear this time. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mondesi?
What is your full name, please?
Miguel Mondesi Mejia.
What's your first name?
Miguel.
Is it Mondesi? Is your
Yes.
last name? All right. Looks like you had a warrant for your arrest at a justice court. It was for a shoplifting case. And I am going to quash the warrant, release you, set your next court date, November 25th at 9:30 a.m. It's going to be in justice court. Make sure you appear this time. You also have new charges of domestic violence, criminal damage, domestic violence, disorderly conduct. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. Let me look at your pretrial services workup. All right, so Mr. Mendesi, if I release you, you're not allowed to go back to that address location of 525 East Navajo Road, number 2. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have to find someplace else to live. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. I will release you. Your next court date's going to be December 16th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Make sure you appear in city court. If you do not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's me, James.
What is your full name, please?
James Leroy Pickney.
Mr. Pickney, you had a warrant for your arrest at a Marana Municipal Court. It was for a charge of domestic violence assault, domestic violence criminal damage from March 9th, 2019. I'm going to quash the warrant. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Let's see.
I do remember getting something in the mail about this saying that it was expunged. So I'm
No,
not sure.
I don't do expungements on misdemeanor cases in Arizona. All right, let me see what's happening here. So for that case, the judge in that case was asking for a $350 bond. I'll release you on that Marana case, quash the warrant, and
Thank you.
set your next court date, Marana, December 17th at 10 a.m. You also picked new charges up for domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Your bond on the new case is going to be $1,000. No contact with the victim involved in this case. Don't go to where she lives. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. Your next court date is going to be in city courts, November 26th at 1:30 p.m. And I'll appoint an attorney to represent you from the city public defender's office. If you post a bond, your next hearing date is going to be December 16th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. All right, your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you.
So am I being released today?
Nope, you have $1,000 bond in city court.
Oh, okay. Who would I talk to about handling that? Oh,
Ralston, Donna.
What is your full name, please?
Dana Jean Ralston.
You are charged with 1 count of domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I am going to release you and do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. Your next hearing date is going to be in Green Valley Justice Court, November 20th at 8:30 a.m. Make sure you appear. If not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Will they give me that information?
Yep, you'll get your paperwork. Thank you.
And when I check out, when they process me, they'll tell me where I'm supposed to be.
I'll give you your paperwork, ma'am. You're excused. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Wold Dylan.
What is your full name, sir?
Dylan James Wold, Your Honor.
You're charged with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence, criminal damage. I'm guilty. Let's see. I'm going to release you. Do not commit to any further acts of domestic violence. Your next hearing date is going to be in Sahuarita Municipal Court on December 9th at 8:30 a.m. Make sure you appear. If you don't, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you're excused. Thank you. Oh, Mr. Wold, don't possess any firearms, okay? That's a condition of your release. You're still in the courtroom. Don't possess any firearms or weapons. You understand? So if you
Yes, Your Honor.
if you have a gun in a home, you'll have to remove it and place it somewhere else. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Enriquez.
Morning, Your Honor.
What is your full name, please?
Victor Conriquez.
All right. Mr. Conriquez, looks like you have new charge of disorderly conduct, and then you had a case that was in warrant status. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty, quash the warrant. Hold on, let me see. So, Mr. Conriquez, I'm going to allow you to be released. Don't have any contact with the victims involved in this case. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to give you a chance to be released. Don't pick up any new charges. Make sure you appear in court. If you don't, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Your next court date for both cases is December 15th, 2025 at 9:30 a.m. Make sure you appear. If you don't, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You're excused. Thank you.
Mendoza.
What is your full name, please?
Ruben Mendoza?
Do you have a middle name, sir?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
All right, you're charged with one count of domestic violence assault, domestic violence criminal trespass in the first degree from yesterday's date. You also have a criminal trespass in the first degree and domestic violence disorderly conduct from yesterday's date. And then a separate case for domestic violence disorderly conduct criminal trespass from yesterday's date. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty to all the charges. Is there a victim here that's present? Can you say,
I am present.
are you the wife or mother?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you want to make a statement regarding?
I'm the wife.
Did you want to make a statement regarding release or no release?
I would prefer release.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to say?
The call was not about domestic violence. I did not say that there was any domestic violence, so I'm not too sure why he's being charged with that. So I would prefer not to be considered a victim.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Mendoza, I'm going to release you. You cannot pick up any new charges. The reason these are domestic violence charges is because you have a relationship with the victim in this case. It has to be like a spouse, a family member, or a roommate. That's what makes these cases domestic violence charges. So it's like domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct, domestic violence criminal trespass. So Mr. Mendoza, you cannot pick up any charges. I'm not sure what's going on here. So I will release you, give you a chance to appear on your own December 16th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. If you don't appear, warrants will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
You're excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for
Thank you,
appearing.
sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What is your full name, please?
My name is Shanna Fortner, Your Honor.
Jail, is this a no name, booked in as no name?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so wait, what is your first name first, please?
Shanna, Shanna.
Shanna, you said?
Correct.
And what's your middle name?
Oh, Elizabeth
And your last name?
Bortner, B-O-R-T as in dog, N-E-R,
And your date of birth, please?
2/3/79.
All right, looks like you're charged with one count of refusing to provide your true name and 3 counts of disorderly conduct. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. Hold on a second. All right, so I'm going to allow you to be released, but you're not allowed to go back to 1503 North Alamo Place. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You do not have any contact with any of those victims involved in this case. Your next court date is going to be in City Court, December 15th at 2:30 p.m. Make sure you appear. If you do not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Would you mind repeating that, Your Honor?
Make sure you appear on December 15th at 2:30 p.m. If you do not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Thank
Okay,
you. You're excused. What is your full name, please?
Elisha Henry Tamanet.
You have a new charge of domestic violence, disorderly conduct. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. And you already have, let's see, 2 other cases involving domestic violence charges. I'm going to hear from the victim. There's a victim in this case that wants to be heard. The victim who wants to be heard, can you hit *6 to be heard? The victim in this case, can you hit *6 to be heard?
My name's Mildred Simonette.
Yes. Did you want to be heard regarding whether he should be released or not?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Elijah. I've never been through this before. Elijah Simonette is my son, ma'am. Elijah has multiple mental problems. He's in treatment with cope. With cope on North Geronimo, I think it is, Castro. And I'm trying to get him into a mental health facility, and that may be some of the problem. Because yesterday when he started, he had some drugs, and he had come back home, and I seen that he had a belt of mine. So I said, don't take my belts, because it was hanging all off of him, dragging. He become upset about it. And Elijah kicked my dog.
Okay, so what's your position regarding release or no release?
He can be released. He can come back home. He can come here. He has no other places to go. He has no other people in his life. I'm the only one. And I adopted him in 2002. He's been with me since 2002.
Okay. Elijah,
And yeah, he has.
your mother, I'm going to allow you to be released. You cannot pick up any new charges. As she said, there's no one else that can care for you. So you got to be able to get along with your family members. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to appoint an attorney to help you with your cases. So make sure you contact your attorney. Your attorney can help you figure things out with your cases, but please try to get along with your mother and your relatives so that you have a place to live, because you don't want to be staying in jail. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Your next court date is going to be December 16th at 10:30 a.m. and it's for your 3 cases in city court. Thank you.
Okay.
You're excused.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for appearing.
Well,
Thank you, Your Honor.
What is your full name, sir?
Jonathan Kevin Wall Jr.
All right, looks like you're a junior, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're charged with domestic violence, failure to comply with a court order. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty. Let's see. Not sure who this. There's an order of protection that you're not supposed to be having contact, I believe, with Alicia Marie. And this case alleges that you had contact with that person. Yep, it is. That order of protection is out of Tennessee, but it still applies here. So just because you're in a different state doesn't mean that it doesn't apply. So I'm willing to let you be released, sir, so that I could explain that to you. That order is still in full effect, and you cannot have contact with her. So I'm also ordering in this order that you have no contact with her. I'm going to release you, give you a chance to appear on your own on December 16th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. in City Court. Make sure you appear. If you do not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
You said December 16th now?
Yeah, December 16th at 1:30 p.m.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
You don't have contact with her. Don't call her. Don't text her. Don't social media her. Stay away from her. So now you have two court orders, one out of Tennessee and one in this court.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Your excuse.
Have a good day.
What is your full name, please?
Sheik Abraham Hoover.
All right, you look like you got new charges of a class 5 felony criminal damage charge. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. Let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this morning's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutors regarding his bond recommendation. Then I'll hear from your attorney. Mr. Kaler?
Your Honor, Mr. Pakuva's extensive felony history. He does have 8 felony cases. He was rated at 6 out of 6 on both the NCAA and FTA scales. For that reason, Your Honor, I think a $2,500 bond is appropriate.
Defense counsel?
Your Honor, given that these were nonviolent allegations and Mr. Pakuva is a lifelong Tucson resident, I would just ask for release, pretrial services. However, if the court is not inclined, then a nominal bond.
Mr. Pakula, I'm going to set your bond at $2,500. You have an extensive felony conviction and arrest history. No contact with the victim involved in this case. Don't go back to that business location. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set November 25th at 1:30 p.m. You also had a case and warrant status out of Justice Court. It was for a charge of theft from June 1st of 2025. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you. November 25th at 9:30 a.m. is your next court date in Justice Court. Then you had several cases and warrant status out of City Court for charges involving criminal trespass, disorderly conduct, shoplifting, endangerment, resisting arrest, criminal damage, disorderly conduct, and more shoplifting charges. I am going to release you on these charges because you're being held on a felony matter. I will set your next hearing date for December 19th, 2025 at 9 a.m. in City Court. And I'll appoint a city public defender to represent you. Your excuse. Thank you.
Or Bianca. Back tomorrow, David. You're gonna have a seat right there. Next to the
What is your full name, please?
Bianca Crystal Soto.
You said your last name is Torres?
Yes.
You're charged with 5 counts of child abuse. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this morning's hearing. Ms. Torres, the prosecutor is okay with your release to the supervision of pretrial services. I'm going to follow that recommendation and release you to their supervision. You must comply with any monitoring treatment as directed by pretrial services. You're not allowed to drink any alcohol or take any illegal drugs while in release status. And you must abide by any DCS case plan or orders of juvenile court. The public defender's office is appointed to represent you, and your next preliminary hearing is set for December 5th at 1:30 p.m. Do you understand?
Yes.
You're excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
David Thomas McNamara, Your Honor.
Okay. You are charged with unlawful possession of a narcotic drug for sale, unlawful possession of a dangerous drug for sale, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. Actually, sorry about that. So, Mr. Kaler, the sales cases get steps?
No, Your Honor, I think I that checkbox is incorrect.
All right, thank
I
you.
do believe,
Hold
yeah.
on. Mr. McNamara, you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this morning's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding his recommendation, then I'll hear from your attorney. Mr. Kaler.
Your Honor, there is a for sale allegation in this case. Your Honor, I think given the overall amount of drugs in this case, and although Mr. McNamara does have a history of failure to appear, I believe pretrial services could still be appropriate. His prior cases were designated as misdemeanors. He's at a 2 out of 2 or 2 and 2 on both the scales. So for that reason, Your Honor, I am recommending pretrial services.
Mr. McNamara, you heard that. I was going to hold you on bond, but I'm going to follow the state's recommendation and release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitor treatment they recommend. While you're on release status, you're not allowed to drink any alcohol or take any illegal drugs. You certainly cannot be in possession of any illegal drugs. The public defender's office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set December 5th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Stay in touch with your attorney. You also had a case out of city court for a charge involving domestic violence, threats and intimidation, domestic violence, disorderly conduct. The alleged incident date was from December 28th, 2024. A warrant had gone out. I'm going to quash that warrant. I don't have any information about exactly what happened there, but it apparently involves Michael McNamara, which is a parent. So since I don't have information, I'm going to allow you to be released, but don't have contact with the father. I'm not sure what happened, so I just to be on a safe side, don't have contact with dad. Next hearing date's going to be in city court, December 16th, 2025 at 2:30 p.m. Make sure you appear. If you don't, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor. Can I ask you a question? Uh,
May he be excused?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
He said he had a question. What is your full name, please?
Oh, ma'am. John England.
Your middle name, Harvey?
It is.
You have 3 counts of disorderly conduct with a weapon charges. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I need to let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this morning's hearing. I'm going to hear first in the prosecutor's office regarding his bond recommendation, and then I'll hear from your attorney. Mr. Kaler?
Your Honor, given Mr. England's prior felony history and that he displayed a hatchet in a threatening manner and in a way that disturbed the peace of the victims here, and the use of a hatchet as a deadly weapon is concerning, I believe a $10,000 bond is appropriate.
Defense counsel?
Yes, Judge. Mr. England has no recent failures to appear. He has been in Tucson for 33 years. He is employed full time. And his last felony conviction is from 2007, which was successfully designated as a misdemeanor. He has been successful in probation in the past. So I would just ask for release of pretrial services.
Mr. England, your bond set at $5,000. No contact with any of the victims. Do not go to where they live. Possess no firearms or weapons. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set November 25th at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you.
Berglund. Straight out and then down the stairs.
What's your full name, sir?
Tyler John Berglund.
You're charged with an aggravated DUI charge, 1 count of endangerment, 1 count of criminal damage. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this morning's hearing. The prosecutor's okay with your release to the supervision of pretrial services. I'm going to follow that recommendation and release you to their supervision. You must comply with any monitored treatment as directed by pretrial services. Sir, while you're on release status, you cannot drink any alcohol, do not take any illegal drugs, and do not drive without a valid license. Do you understand, sir?
Understood.
Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set December 5th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Stay in touch with your attorney. Thank you. You're excused.
Berkeley.
What is your full name, please?
Rob Thomas Berkeley.
You're charged with criminal trespass in the first degree and aggravated domestic violence. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for today's hearing. I'm going to hear first in the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation. Then I'll hear from your attorney. Mr. Kaler.
Your Honor, given Mr. Berkeley's criminal history, including a prior conviction for aggravated DV, I'm asking for a $20,000 bond and also a no contact with the victim.
Defense counsel.
Judge, given that Mr. Berkeley has been a long time Tucson resident, he also reports to me that he does live separately from the alleged victims in this case. I would ask for release of pretrial services. However, if the court is not inclined, then a reduction of the bond.
Mr. Berkeley, your bond's going to be set at $10,000. I see you're technically on probation for a domestic violence assault case. I don't have the facts of what happened there, but you do have an alleged, criminal conviction history. And so the bond is set at $10,000. No contact with mom. Don't go to where she lives or works. Don't call her. Don't text her. Don't social media her. Commit no further acts of domestic violence. Possess no firearms or weapons. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set November 25th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. You are excused. Thank you.
Straight out. Straight out and then down the stairs. Have a seat.
What is your full name, please?
Perry Lane Hubert Jr.
You're charged with being in possession of a dangerous drug and unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. Actually, hold on a second. Does he qualify for steps in this case, Mr. Kaler? Mr. Kaler? Defense counsel, you believe he qualifies for steps, correct?
I believe he is eligible to be screened. So if we could set the hearing for next week.
Mr. Kaler, you there? Well, pretrial services identified him as qualifying for steps, so I'm going to go ahead and read the information regarding steps. Mr. Huber, I'm going to disregard the statement I just gave you. You have been arrested and accused of the crimes of unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations may be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting more information about the STEPS program?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Kaler, what's your recommendation regarding bond or no bond?
Your Honor, I would be recommending a $2,500 bond. Mr. Hubert is on felony probation and was on probation at the time of this offense. I don't believe there's yet a probation hold, Your Honor. But for that reason, I am requesting a bond.
Defense counsel?
But given that these are nonviolent allegations, that's eligible. Mr. Hebert is a long-time Tucson resident who has for released pretrial services.
Mr. Hubert, your bond is set at $1,000 and released to pretrial services. If you're able to post that bond, must comply with any monitored treatment as directed by pretrial services, public defenders appointed. Your first hearing is called the STEPS hearing on November 24, 2025 at 9 a.m. And your preliminary hearing is set for November 25th at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you.
Your Honor, can you hear me?
Yes. What is your full name, please?
Erica Ann Laginus.
You've been arrested and accused of the crimes of unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of a narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan for a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being charged. Are you interested in learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing date?
Yes.
And Mr. Kaler, bond recommendation or no bond? Mr. Kaler? Mr. Kaler, are you there? Yep, I see he disconnected. Just a moment. Let me see. He'll probably log back in. Is there a phone number you can email him that he can call? Okay. Were you calling his like cell phone number or? Yeah, he's not working at work. He's at home. Can you just tell him to call in too? Call your number?
Please, Your Honor.
Mr. Kaler, what's your recommendation regarding Erica Lagunas, please?
One moment, Your Honor. Your Honor, given Ms. Lagunas's criminal history, we are asking for a $1,000 bond. She is eligible to be screened for the STEPS diversion program.
I've already done the screening. All right, defense counsel.
Yes, Ms. Ligonus has no prior violent convictions. She has no recent failures to appear. And given that these are non-violent allegations, if that's eligible, I would ask for release for pretrial services.
Did you say she has no prior convictions?
It said no prior violent convictions, Your
Oh,
Honor.
I was gonna say, okay. All right, Ms. Lagunas, your bond is set at $1,000. It's due to your extensive uh, felony criminal conviction history. Bond set at $1,000 plus release of pretrial services. If you're able to post that bond, you must comply with any monitored treatment as directed by pretrial services. You're not allowed to drink any alcohol or take any illegal drugs, and you cannot be in possession of any illegal drugs. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your SEPS hearing is set for November 24, 2025 at 9 a.m. Your preliminary hearing is set November 25th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you. You're excused. What is your full name, please?
Alexandra Lee.
All right. So, Ms. Lee, Mr. Kaler, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
In this case, I didn't find a reasonable cause for the aggravated DUI because I did not see why it was an aggravated DUI. There was nothing in the probable cause statement about any priors or, something that would make it an aggravated DUI. Would you agree with that?
Your Honor, given the information in the interim, I see that she has one prior misdemeanor DUI that is open, but other than that information, Your Honor, I don't have any further information to provide to the court.
All right. Regarding the criminal damage charge, it's listed as a Class 5 felony. Do you believe there's reasonable cause for that charge? The officer did not list a dollar amount or the extent of the damage if there was damage, what the damage was.
Your Honor, I don't see any other information in the interim, so I can't provide any more information to the court.
All right. I'm not going to find then reasonable cause for the charges of aggravated DUI and criminal damage charge. So, Miss Lee, I'm going to release you on these cases. There's a possibility that these cases could be refiled at some later point once the prosecutor's office obtains information about what happened in this case. So there's a real possibility you could get a summons in the mail to appear back in court. For now, there are no pending charges. You're released. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Lee, you also had, sorry about that, you also had a misdemeanor case. It was a warrant for your arrest out of justice court. It was actually for DUI charges that the prosecutor just mentioned. It was DUI warrant from August 19, 2024 is the offense date. The court in that court had only listed that you be held on a $50 bond. However, Ms. Lee, I'm going to give you a chance to appear on your own. I'm going to release you. You must appear in justice court November 25th at 8:30 a.m. If you don't appear, more warrants will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes,
And you cannot drink any alcohol. You just cannot be drinking. You cannot be using any illegal drugs, and you can't drive if you don't have a valid license. I'm pretty sure as a result of last night's criminal investigation that you don't have a license to drive. So don't drive to court and make sure you appear to resolve your cases. You're excused. Thank you.
Live.
What is your full name, please?
Cynthia Jolly Kelly.
You are charged with criminal trespass in the first degree. I'm in a plea of not guilty. I need to let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you. The prosecutor's office is okay with your release to the supervision of pretrial services. I will release you to their supervision. You must comply with any monitored treatment as directed by pretrial services. You are not allowed to drink any alcohol, take any illegal drugs. Do not have any contact with the victim in this case. Don't go back to that residence location. Do you understand?
Yes.
Stay away from that residence location. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. December 5th, 1:30 is your preliminary hearing. You stay in touch with your attorney. Thank you. You're excused.
Enriquez.
What is your full name, please?
Raymond Manriquez
What's your middle name, please?
Gilbert.
You're charged with domestic violence, aggravated assault, domestic violence, disorderly conduct with a firearm. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for today's hearing. I'm going to hear first in the prosecutor's office regarding his bond recommendation, then I'll hear from your attorney. Mr. Kaler.
Your Honor, given the nature of the offense and Mr. Manriquez's use of a firearm in the incident, I am recommending a $50,000 bond and no contact with the victim.
Defense counsel?
Your Honor, may I have one moment to speak with Mr. Manriquez?
Yeah.
Your Honor, Mr. Rodriguez has no prior felony convictions. He has no failures to appear. He reports that he is employed full time. And so given those factors, I would ask for release of pretrial services. However, if the court is not inclined, then I would ask for a significant reduction.
Mr. Manriquez, the bond set at $20,000. You are not allowed to have any contact with your wife, the children. Don't go back to that residence location. Commit no further acts of domestic violence. Possess no firearms or weapons. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. November 25th, 1 o'clock is your preliminary hearing in Green Valley Justice Court. You also have misdemeanor charges as a result of last night's case. 3 counts of domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence assault, domestic violence criminal damage. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, no contact again with the wife and children, commit no further acts of domestic violence. Your bond in that case is going to be $1,000. Janet Altschuler is appointed counsel. Your arraignment date is set for November 17th at 1 o'clock p.m. Your attorney also will be in touch with you. Thank you.
Yeah. In a row of two, sir? Hold on.
What is your full name, sir?
Hubert Allen Richardson.
You have been arrested and accused of a crime of unlawful possession of a narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing date?
Yeah.
Mr. Kaler, your recommendation for bond or no bond?
Your Honor, given Mr. Richardson's extensive felony history, we are recommending a bond of $2,000.
Defense counsel?
And given the fact that these are nonviolent steps eligible allegations, and he is a longtime Tucson resident, he has no recent failures to appear, I would ask for release of pretrial services.
Mr. Richardson, your bond set at $1,000 and it's due to your extensive felony conviction history. It's $1,000 plus release of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitored treatment they recommend. You're not allowed to drink any alcohol, take any illegal drugs, be in possession of any illegal drugs. Public Defender's Office is appointed. Your STEPS hearing is set for November 24th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Your preliminary hearing is set November 25th at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you.
Real.
What is your full name, sir?
Gregory Allen Rios.
Are you a junior?
No, I'm just Gregory Allen Rios.
All right, so looks like you're charged with one count of aggravated DUI. I'm an inner plea of not guilty. Let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you. Mr. Kaler, your bond recommendation?
Your Honor, according to pretrial services, Mr. Rios is on felony probation. For that reason, Your Honor, I'm recommending a $5,000 bond.
Counsel?
Your Honor, given that Mr. Rios, these are nonviolent allegations and he is a longtime Tucson resident, I would ask for pretrial services release. However, if the court is not inclined, that a significant objection.
Mr. Rios, looks like you're on probation for 3 separate felony cases and you picked up a new charge. Your bond is set at $5,000. No, you're not allowed to drink any alcohol, take any illegal drug. You're not allowed to drive without a valid license. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. November 25th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. is your preliminary hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you.
Roll.
What is your full name, please?
Morning, Your Honor. Solomon Daniel Rojo.
You're charged with one count of aggravated assault involving temporary but substantial injury. I'm an inner plea of not guilty. You have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this today's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor regarding his bond recommendation, then I'll hear from your attorney. Defense counsel? I'm sorry, Mr. Kaler, sorry.
Your Honor, the allegations involve that Mr. Rojo used a knife or a broken piece of a knife to cause lacerations to the victim. Your Honor, I'm asking for a no contact order with the victim and a $25,000.
Defense counsel?
May I have 1 moment, please, to speak to the role? Thank you. Your Honor, Mr. Rojo is 24 years old. He has no prior criminal history. He has no failure to appear history. He is, although these charges are labeled violent by legal services, there may be a self-defense claim, according to the initial complaint, focusing more information will come out as the case progresses. So given those factors, I would just ask for either release of pretrial services, but if the court is not inclined, then a significant reduction.
Mr. Rojo, due to the alleged incident, the facts in this case, your bond is set at $10,000. No contact with the victim. Don't call that person, see that person, social media the person. Do not go to where that person lives or works. Possess no firearms or weapons. Commit no further acts of domestic violence. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Preliminary hearing is set November 25th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. You also picked up a misdemeanor charges as a result of this case for 2 counts of domestic violence assault, domestic violence criminal damage, 2 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct. I am going to release you on these charges because I held you on the felony. Again, no contact with the victim. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you on this case. November 26th at 1:30 is your video review hearing in City Court. Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What is your full name, please?
Hi, Your Honor. Chasten Joseph Russ.
You are charged with 1 count of domestic violence aggravated assault and 1 count of domestic violence kidnapping. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for today's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Kaler.
Your Honor, given the nature of this offense and the allegations of intimate partner strangulation, we're recommending a $50,000 bond.
Ms. Defense Counsel.
Your Honor, Mr. Russ has no prior felony convictions. He is a longtime Tucson resident. He has been previously successful on probation. And so given those factors, I would ask for either release of pretrial services, but if the court is not inclined, then a significant reduction.
Due to the strangulation allegation, the bond is set at $20,000. No contact with the victim. Don't go to where that person lives or works. Commit no further acts of domestic violence. Possess no firearms or weapons. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. November 25th, 1:30 is your preliminary hearing. You also had a case out of City Court for reckless driving and driving on a suspended license. It was a warrant, and the case has been pending since May 14th, 2025. I'm going to quash the warrant. I'm going to release you on this matter. December 22nd, 2025 at 9 a.m. is your next court date in City Court, and I'll release you on this matter. Thank you.
Fail. It's Tucker.
What is your full name, please?
That's me, Tucker.
You had a warrant for your arrest for a unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of a narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia case. It's been pending since March 23rd, 2024. I am going to quash that warrant, enter pleas of not guilty, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you. I'm going to hear from the prosecutor's office regarding his bond recommendation, and then I'll hear from your attorney. Mr. Kaler.
Your Honor, given the prior failure to appear, we are requesting $500 as listed in the warrant.
Defense counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, given these are nonviolent drug-related allegations, I would ask for release of pretrial services.
Ms. Tucker, your bond set at $500. Public defenders, and plus release of pretrial services. If you're able to post that bond, you must comply with any monitoring treatment they recommend. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your arraignment date is set for November 21st, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. You also had a Justice Court warrant for your arrest for a shoplifting case that's been pending since May 11th of 2020. I'm going to quash a warrant to release you. Next court date is in Justice Court, November 25th at 9:30 a.m. And I'll let Justice Court know that you're in custody on a felony. And then you had multiple cases in warrant status out of city court on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cases for charges involving domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct, shoplifting, being in the park after hours, criminal trespass in a 3rd degree. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. Let's see. Let's set it for December 19th, 2025 at 9 a.m. And I will appoint a city public defender to represent you, and your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you.
Your Honor, this is the jail. Spencer Dale won't be able to come into the courtroom. He is being uncooperative with staff and refuses to move.
Any objection to moving this here until tonight?
No, Your Honor.
No, we'll move it to tonight. Thank you. Everyone's excused. Thank you, everyone.